ladies and gents, it's the Thoughtful Atheist here. In this video, I'm not going to lay out any nice arguments or anything like that. I'm just going to share an opinion with you. And that opinion is, I hate Christmas. I really do. Now, I've seen a lot of people, a lot of atheists, weighing in on this matter in the last couple of weeks. Latham Way did a video, TJ did a video, and plenty others have talked about how being an atheist you can still celebrate Christmas and you can still have the tree because Christmas is such a secularized holiday these days, and Christianity stole all their symbology from other religions and other cultures and all this other stuff anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's not like you actually believe in the Santa Claus and Jesus and anything, but you just want to celebrate. And to a certain extent, I agree. When the holiday season comes up, I am going to be getting together with my family, and we'll exchange some gifts and do the usual rickety-rackety of the season, as it were. But I'm not really celebrating anything but the season. And I don't like maintaining symbology from my past religiousness. I don't see a point in it, even if it is a relatively secularized symbology. For example, the Christmas tree. Yeah, I know where it came from. Yeah, I know it's not originally a Christian thing at all. But it would bother me very, very much to have a Christmas tree in my house. If carolers came and knocked on my door, I would probably slam the door in their face, especially because they're probably asking for money. But one thing that really actually pisses me off more than any of the other symbols is decorating your house with lights. My street, where I live, I'm pretty much the only house that does not have lights up. And all the other houses have a lot of lights up. Probably you're talking at least 5,000 to 10,000 lights on at minimum on each house. I just recently joined a band for hire, and there are a lot of religious overtones in the music. But I'm doing it for the money, so it doesn't really matter to me. The guy who wrote these songs came over to my house so we could practice the other day. And he comes and looks at my house. He says, look at all the other houses on the block. They're all lit up and beautiful. Why don't you do this to your house? Why don't you do this to your house? Your house it's like the dead spot of the neighborhood. It's like it looks sad and lonely and this and that. And I'm like, I'm neither sad nor lonely. I just don't see a point in spending $100 a night on my electric bill. And furthermore, it's not all that pretty to me. I have people on my block in competitions with one another. Where's the holiday spirit in that? It's vindictive, and they're trying to outdo each other. It's a fucking competition. And, that's ugly in my mind. That's not the spirit of the season. That's just the spirit of humanity coming out and, ruining the season. It's the season of giving, as it were, and the season of joy, and you're supposed to be giving peace and joy to everyone around you. And that's why you'll find a Santa Claus at the front entrance of your pharmacy or your supermarket ringing a bell and who has a little bucket next to him and asking for donations for the Red Cross or for this or for that. And I find it to be exploitative. People obviously are more willing to give money when they're in a good mood, and they're more likely to be in a good mood at this time of year. So, of course, you're more likely to get more money if you're begging for money at this time of year. And that's all they're doing. They're begging. It's like a homeless person practically, as far as I'm concerned. The Red Cross has an advocate homeless person in front of my store who's going to harass me ringing a fucking bell over and over and over again. I was also asked, because of my stature recently and my beardiness, I was asked by a group if I would be willing to be a Santa Claus for the holiday season. And I outright told them no. I do not want to be Santa Claus. First of all, I don't want little kids taking a shit on my knee. The thing is that I don't want to encourage the religious fiasco that is Christmas. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to encourage it, and I do not want to be a part of it. And I mean, for me, that's the whole point. When you are putting a Christmas tree in your house, when you're decorating your house with lots of lights and other, nativity scenes and things like that, you're not making yourself a symbol of the secular world for this holiday season. You're making yourself a symbol of the Christian religion for this holiday season, regardless of what the history behind the symbol actually is. And for me, that's something I do not want to be a part of at all. I do not want to encourage Christianity's complete inconsideration of the rest of the world during this time of year. And I don't want to encourage Christianity's ego, which is already so inflated this time of year, that they are the greatest religion that anyone has ever seen. And it's like those assholes that were calling all the news stations and radio shows last year at this time of year, because the big debate was, well, do you say Happy Holidays or do you say Merry Christmas? And all these conservative white motherfuckers are calling up saying, it's Merry fucking Christmas. You say Merry Christmas to me. If I hear one more asshole say Happy Holidays, I'm gonna fucking punch him in the teeth. It's fucking Merry Christmas. And I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that people were losing their ass financially last year, and I think their heads are on a little bit more straight, at least so far this year. But that just shows you the kind of mentality that actual Christians have about Christmas. It is theirs. It is this time of the year belongs to them. And I could not disagree more. This time of year belongs to everybody. It does not belong to Christians. And as such, I don't want to encourage Christianity whatsoever during this time of year. So call me the Grinch, call me Mr. Scrooge, call me whatever the hell you want to call me. But I don't like Christmas. I never have. When I was Jewish, I hated Christmas. When I'm an atheist now, I still hate Christmas. And I wish you all a happy holidays. It's been the Thoughtful Atheist. Peace out.